welcome back to another exciting instalment of March Payne's Midlife Dolly Crisis. So a while ago, some of you might remember that I unboxed a Barbie Colour Reveal doll, who was this gal here. I think it was part of the Celebration series or Party series. They don't really seem to make it very clear on the packaging what series it is, because I think they just put a little picture and that's it. They don't give a title. So basically, this was the doll that I unboxed. The dolls themselves are fun enough, I suppose, especially for a child, which is kind of what the Colour Reveal dolls seem to be aimed at, really. But for what they are quite expensive. I suppose what you're paying for mainly with these is the whole gimmick of the whole colour reveal, rather than the sort of the quality of the doll. And that's fine, I guess, and I'm sure children find them very entertaining, at least initially. So you would think that after unveiling this doll and not being that overly impressed by her, that I would shy away from the Colour Reveal dolls, or I would live and learn. No. So this idiot has got not one Colour Reveal doll, but two Colour Reveal dolls. As I mentioned before, the titles of these is... let me put it right so you can see it. The title of these is kind of up for interpretation, really. I think they're called Sunshine and Sprinkles, but I'm not 100% sure. There's an image of a sun and a cloud on the side. Basically, the gimmick of these dolls is that they are in sort of rainwear, and the colours are really pastel-y. I think they came out probably springtime, because that would make sense, especially with the colours being quite bright. It was mainly the colours that attracted me. I really liked the colours. The initial images of the dolls made their accessories look possibly better than they are, but obviously we'll come to that when we actually unbox them. The other reason that I got these is because that they was basically selling them off in my local Smith store. They cost €13.50 each, so I ended up with two of them, which, you know, why not I just burn money? It might be easier. But I did like the dolls. I did like the look of the dolls. I liked them because they tended to have kind of fancy hair colours, and I really like the whole pastel colours look at the moment. So that's basically why I've got them as well. I probably wouldn't have got them at all if it had been another Colour Reveal series that didn't interest me. I wouldn't have just gone and bought them, even if they were half price. But I did get these. So obviously we're going to have lots of fun revealing the dolls. So please join me. Okay, so this is a bit of a different view. It's a bit awkward trying to actually open these and actually get them all in shot, so that's great. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and open them. So, we'll open this one first. Obviously, we have to do the whole water thing as well. Obviously, the thing with these is that you pretty much know which doll you've got once you've actually opened the package with the doll in, because... there we go. Let's have a quick look at that. That's all the stuff there. Move that one out of the way. So yeah, you pretty much know which doll you've got once you've opened her, because she's not completely covered in the kind of the paint stuff, the kind of reveal stuff, because she has real hair. So here we go. This is all the bits here. So obviously we're going to need this because we're going to have to put water in it. Move that to one side. So the doll is obviously in the big one, and all these are in paper packaged blind bags. We've got the coat here. I guess as soon as we start opening them, we're going to pretty much know which one it is. So we may as well just get it over than open the doll, I kind of think, because that makes more sense. Okay, so the head is at the top. That's normally where the head is. Okay, okay, so here is the first one. And here's a bit messy, but she has been in a bag for a while, so that's to be expected. So she is kind of like the minty, greeny, the pastel green, I suppose. And they do have glitter in their hair. Sorry, they do have tinsel in their hair. The hair feels okay. It's not the softest. I'm not really sure in comparison to the other one what it's like. But yeah, so I'm actually quite pleased that that it's this girl here. To be honest, I wouldn't have minded which ones I got, because I don't have any of them. And I did actually double check that the codes were different on the two that I got. So that was at least a bit of a guarantee there, hopefully. Obviously, she's got this whole thing here, which is the paint, which will come off and reveal the magic beneath. So maybe we will get the dolls out first. Let's leave these. I'm going to put these together just so they don't get mixed up. I'm going to need the tube anyway. I'm going to try and remember who's who. Okay, and then this is tube number 2. So as I say, for people who don't know, they have codes on the top of the lids. You can probably barely make that out. I actually had enough problems trying to see it in the shop, because it's kind of a lilac lid and the writing is in silver. But yeah, if you basically check the codes, as long as you don't have one with the same code on, you should hopefully, fingers crossed, although no guarantee, you're more likely to get a different one if the code is different, basically. So, oh, where's this thing on this? So they have like a perforated bit which you pull. At least they kind of work on these. On those kind of ball things we get, they never seem to work for me. Okay, there's going to be a big old mess in this room, I can tell. So, yeah, you probably will see my head blurry because I'm filming this at a really weird angle. So, obviously we've got the same kind of stuff in here. Unscrew that. So it's the same kind of thing. You get all the same bits, they're basically just different colours, which makes sense, I guess. Just have a quick look at this. I'll just show you this very quickly. So these were the initial images that we had, which I think look really cute. But I think the jackets maybe aren't as great as they are here. But yeah, I like all of them, to be honest. So as I say, I wouldn't mind which ones I get because I don't have any, as long as it's not the same one. So here's that way again. So let's open this up and see. Oh, this is cute. This is cute. So I got the pink-haired one as well. So there she is. So I think this is kind of, is this one the Barbie of the range? I always think there's a Barbie of every range. So yeah, actually the hair does feel soft. I think it feels softer than the other Colour Reveal doll that I had. But yeah, they look pretty good together. Don't ask me about any face sculpts or anything like that because I have no clue. You'll have to check online for that. But yeah, so I've got a pink head one and I've got the kind of the turquoisey, greeny, bluey one. So I'm going to go and fill the tubes with water. I'm going to try and grab some towels or something to put on the table because I don't really want to get water on there. And then we will watch the reveal. Okay, so here are our tubes of water. I do also have a towel handy, which I appear to be sitting on. So let me get that. So okay, so I've got a towel. I've got these. I've got kind of like, I've got the cutting mat on here so it doesn't spill everywhere. Although that's no guarantee, is it? So obviously we don't want to get the dolls' heads in the water. It doesn't matter. It wouldn't affect them, but it would be annoying. So I guess we just dunk them in there. So there we go. It's all gone all misty, and yeah, you can kind of see it coming off, which is quite interesting. You probably can't because the light in here is horrendous. So while she's doing that, I'm going to pop the other one in as well. So I've used hot water, but not boiling water. There's some lovely bubbles happening. It's like Barbie's having a windy moment there. I think this girl is probably done. And she does have a few bits of paint at the back of her legs. To be honest, if you didn't want this whole palaver of like filling the tube, putting the doll in, wiggling around, you could literally just go and run her under a tap, to be honest. It would probably be easier than this. Okay, so I'm going to call her done, and I'm going to wipe her off. Okay, so this is her. She's just about done. She does have a little few specks. Kind of really, I guess, in areas where the water wouldn't necessarily get to. So sort of like the sort of hip joints bit. So you might want to, if you're doing this at home, you could probably just, as I say, just go and run her under a tap or something, and you should be fine. So that's her. Oh, I have got a bit in her hair, which is great. This is why you need the towels, I guess. So that is that one. This one is going to be harder to tell because obviously her outfit is kind of bluey as well, but I think she is also done. I think, again, we've got the same issues with the kind of the hip area. And yeah, she's got a bit on her feet as well, which the other one also had. So I don't know if the paint is maybe thicker there. I'm not really sure. Okay, that is probably enough. So here she is. Oops. And I think for the next part, because it's going to be easier, we're going to go table down, because I think it's probably going to be easier than trying to do anything like this, because this is really awkward. So here we go. Here are two girls. I gave them a bit of a final rinse. There's still a bit of paint on them, so obviously if you are unboxing these for children, just be careful. Just probably try and give them a bit of a scrub in areas where the water's not really going to have got to. But anyway, so they're here. I am actually pleasantly surprised by them. I certainly like them, even without, you know, the accessories and stuff. I certainly like them more than I like the other ones. Even though they've got the painted sort of tops on, or bodies, or whatever you want to say, it doesn't bother me as much. I think because it seems to be a bit more thought out, a bit more cohesive maybe. I'm not sure. I guess we'll see what happens once we get the accessories open. But I thought we'd have a quick look at the actual dolls themselves. So, obviously we've got this lovely hair and it's got the tinsels in. I'm not a huge fan of tinsel. There is not a huge amount in here, so I would imagine you could probably take it out, because it probably wouldn't take that long, and then you'd just be left with the regular hair, I suppose you call it. Rooting wise, they actually seem pretty good, to be honest. I can't see a lot of scalp there. I'd certainly say that, yeah, it's fine. There's not like, they're not badly rooted for sure. So that's at least something. The same with this one, really. Actually, this one might seem a little bit better, perhaps. But yeah, so obviously that's a good sign. Articulation-wise, it is really basic. So it's basically the same as the previous one. So we've got the head tilty thing there. The arms go out. They also go back and forth. And the legs basically just go back and forth, but not fully. They basically just do that. As you can see, there's still a bit of water coming out of this one, unfortunately. So yeah, I mean, we kind of knew what we were getting into when we bought these. Well, when I say we, I mean me, obviously. But yeah, they are still kind of, they have the same articulation basically as a fashionista doll, but they are more expensive. Thankfully, as I say, I got these as a kind of being sold off, I guess. So yeah, I'm not going to grumble at that. So anyway, so that is the dolls. Let's have a look at their faces. So this is I guess the green one. Let's see if we can get a closer look. The camera seems to want to focus on the pink one, so let's move her out of the way for a second. There we go. So she's got a very pretty face. Her eyes are, let me see, hold on. Her eyes are green. She has kind of like, I think, blue eye makeup, which you might or might not be able to see. If you check out the picture at the end, I'll try and get a close-up of the faces, because this doesn't seem to want to do it. And she has pink lips. So that is this one. We'll move her out of the way, and we'll bring this one in. So she has got, whoops. She's got pink lips, and she has kind of like pink eyeshadow, and she's got blue eyes. They are different face moulds, I believe. Yeah, so I believe they are different face moulds there. Which is good. I mean, I guess they use the different face moulds for the different colours anyway. I think with all of the Colour Reveal dolls, I suppose at least they're not literally, oh, here's the same doll, just with different coloured hair and different skin tone or whatever. So I suppose that is at least something. Let's open the accessories and see what we think. So yeah, they come with 5 bundles of stuff. Let's just get them open, shall we? I'll open this small one first. I'm presuming they come with shoes, which is this one. So these are kind of like little boots, not the singer. And the accessories tend to be sort of like clear plastic, which is another reason that I kind of liked the accessories, because it's quite a cute idea. Sort of clear pastel colours. So that's the boots. So I think essentially they come with a boot, a hat. So here we are, this is a bucket hat by the looks of it, or I suppose it could be like a rain hat. Hopefully it's a rain hat, because seeing as these are rain inspired. So yeah, so we've got that is clear as well. I'm guessing one is going to be a comb. Oh, here we go. This is like a skirt, which is obviously not the most amazing quality. It's elasticated at the waist. It's a really simple thing. I mean, I suppose at least the edges have kind of been finished off, in that they've been overlocked or serged. But yeah, it's a really simple, and it's, you know, it's quite, the material is cheap. Let's not pretend. This is probably the comb, because you can't have a Barbie without having a comb. So there we go. It's quite cute. I like the colours. It certainly goes with her. But yeah, so that is the comb. And then this is the coat. So this is probably the bigger disappointment, because I have seen other people open them, and they are quite sad, really. I think the sad thing is that on the actual drawings of them. It showed them with pockets and everything, and the pockets are basically just printed on there. I mean, you get what you pay for. In this case, at least I didn't pay full price. But yeah, it's basically just sort of like, obviously plastic, not really much detail. It's alright. It's not my favourite thing. I think the doll is actually better than the actual accessories in this point. Certainly this, the boots and the hat I quite like. We'll see what she looks like with them on. We'll have a look at the end. Okay, so here is the pink girl. And these are all of her bits and bobs here that she came with. I'll open this one first. So yeah, this is the weird thing. So these are meant to be rainwear, but this one has literally got a visor, which is only going to cover her forehead and face, so her hair is going to get wrecked in the weather. It seems like an odd choice. I think in this instance, I wouldn't have minded if they'd given her a bucket hat as well. You know, I think the fact they wanted to do something different in each doll is admirable, obviously. But they're different colours anyway, so I don't think it would have mattered. This seems like the most impractical thing ever. But yeah, so that is her headgear. Ah, these are nice. Now these are boots. These like Wellington boots, which I think are going to look really cute. So obviously again they are pink and they are see-through. And yeah, there is actually details on there. Don't know if you can see. Again, have a look at the picture at the end and I'll try and get some decent pictures of them. Yeah, there are details on there, so that's good. It's not just here's a plain old boot. So, what is this? Oh yes, this is probably going to be the skirt. Again, it's just a cheap little bit of fabric with some overlocking on the bottom of the top and elastic in the waist. We can do better. I'm pretty sure we can do better. It'll do for now, it's fine. And this is going to be the comb, isn't it? Or the brush. Yeah. So there we go, just got a pink comb here. It's cute. I like this design on the back. It's kind of got like stars and the Barbie logo and rainbows and clouds and hearts and things like that. It is quite a cute design. And then lastly, we have the wonderful raincoat, which we kind of know what we're getting with this, don't we? So it's exactly the same design as the other one. It's basically just two bits of plastic that they've melted together and drawn some pockets on. Actually, the pockets are slightly different on this one. Actually, no, the design is actually different. So this was the green one, and then this was the pink one. So the green one is more kind of cinched at the waist, whereas this one is basically just straight down. There's no fastenings on either of these, just so you're aware. So yeah, so I'm going to get the girls dressed up and then we'll have a final look at them. Okay, so before we have a look at the girls in their final look, I just wanted to show you that they do actually stand up, which is pretty good. I guess they've got flat feet anyway, and obviously they're in sort of boots, so I like the fact that they actually stand on their own. That is also a plus for them, I think. But yeah, and the other thing to note is basically the water is the gift that keeps on giving. Basically, it goes into the dolls, and they are both still leaking a bit. The kind of the weird bluey stuff, it just reminds me of something that Aunt Beru would have served Luke Skywalker for breakfast on Tatooine. But yeah, I flushed it away. I know some people keep the water for some reason, but I definitely don't have the space for it, and I don't really want to keep it anyway. So anyway, so that is a few little notes there. Let's have a look at these. I love the colours. I have to be honest, I really, really love the colours on these. The coats actually look better on than they deserve to because they look really bad as, you know, a flat piece of a garment that comes out of a bag. They don't look great, but they certainly look better on than they do they do off. I love the see-through. The shoes look really good as well. There we go, that's the shoes. And obviously you can use these on any flat foot Barbie. The skirts are a disappointment, obviously. This one looks like she's about to go and play tennis after this. Probably in Wimbledon if it's raining. So yeah, so that one, the skirts are actually also both different designs. This one is kind of like a tennis skirt, whereas this one is kind of like a mini skirt, which is quite sort of tight fitting. And obviously we've got the hat. So the bucket hat works better, I would say, than the visor. The visor looks all right, it's fine. But from a practical standpoint, if you're in the rain in a visor, you're not going to stay dry for long. So to be honest, I am actually reasonably happy with these. As I say, I love the colours. I actually love the fact that these colours look so good together as well. Obviously I got these at a bit of a bargain price. They were, I mean, pretty much half price, I guess. They were, as I say, €13.50. For me, if they'd been full price, I wouldn't have got them. I wouldn't have got them, even though, you know, I did actually like the look of this series more than any of the other ones. But I'm really glad that I managed to get them. I'm glad I got these two as well, because I think they look quite good together. I do really like them. I'm not sure about the tints in the hair. The jacket is a disappointment. I mean, the accessories, the clothes accessories are more of a disappointment than the actual, you know, hat and shoes, stuff like that. I'm quite happy with the hat and the shoes. But yeah, so let me know what you think about these in the comments down below. Would you buy any? Do you already have them? Do you have the full set? I know there's like, they've started to do the sort of the rare figure, which I didn't expect to get anyway. And she's the orange one. I'll have a quick look at them here actually. So there are 5 altogether. This is the kind of the rare one here, who is kind of like orangey coloured. And she also comes with a pet, which obviously is a huge bonus for everyone. So I've got the pink one here, and I've got this one here. Obviously I've not got the blue, the purple, or the rare one. But yeah, I am actually quite happy with these. And yeah, so please subscribe if you haven't already. Please share this video if you know anyone that would like this kind of stuff. And I will see you in the next video. Stay tuned to the picture at the end, and I will try and get a good close-up of some accessories and stuff that you might not have seen properly. I'm sorry if this video seems slightly shambolic. It's just really awkward when you're trying to film in 3 different ways, particularly when the light isn't great this time of year. So yeah, and if you check out the picture at the end, maybe the girls will be showing you a little secret. Who knows? So I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye.